family. How y'all doing, family? So, um, the last couple of weeks I've spoken to a few people that are telling me that they're feeling like they're not evolving, they're not growing spiritually, and usually when you feel like that, it's because you just need to be still and trust the universe and stop trying to be in control, because that's usually what's happening. We're trying to control the outcome or control what we're going through. And one of my coworkers a while back, we were talking about ascension and stuff like that. And she was saying that there's I don't know if I think it's a YouTuber or somebody that she was listening to that said to her that if you are constantly trying to ascend, trying to be high vibrational, trying to ascend to the 5D and be higher vibrate. If you're always trying to do that, then that means you're already there. That's what that means. If you're already there. I mean, when you think about it, how many people can have that conversation with you? It's not even too many people that your IQ has gotten to the point where you can actually have these conversations about stuff like this, and it wouldn't even resonate with some people. That is already a sign that you've gotten there already. So that's why I decided to make this video, 5 signs that you have already ascended to the 5D. Number 1, the first sign that you have already ascended to the 5D is that you are pursuing things that make you feel uncomfortable. You're pursuing things that don't make you feel safe. You're getting out of your comfort zone. That's a sign that you have already ascended. And I've mentioned this before. I remember when I started, or when I was guided to create this channel, and I really did not want to do it. I was going through an ascension, not knowing it, and thinking that, okay, I was trying to find my purpose and I was going to be a personal trainer. I'm going to do something that, I could talk about fitness. That's easy for me to deal with, and I could do that. It was comfortable for me. And I kept being guided to speak. And not to speak about fitness, but to speak about the things that I was going through, the whole awakening, the Kundalini awakening, the stuff that I experienced that I didn't know what it was when I experienced it. I was being guided to share all those things, and I was like, no. When I look back at it, I'm like laughing at myself, because I was seriously arguing with someone. I don't know if I was arguing with my higher self or my spirit guides or the ancestors, the universe. I don't know who I was arguing with, but I was being guided to share. And the universe was speaking to me through other people. I mean, randomly, someone would say, you should make a YouTube video. And you should make a YouTube channel in conversation. That's not just something that you hear from people. I was being guided to share. And I just remember being like, I'm not doing that. No. Like it would pop in my head, that this is what I need to do. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that so people could think I'm crazy and judge me and stuff. No, I'm not doing that. Like I was seriously arguing with somebody. And I'm glad I got out of, I decided to step out of my comfort zone and just go ahead and share it. It was kind of nervous to, I was nervous to do it, but that's how you grow, when you actually pursue the things that actually make you uncomfortable, the things that stop you from feeling safe, like getting out of your ego, so that's the first sign that you have already ascended, that you are doing things that are getting you out of your comfort zone. I was so concerned about judgment from people, and the point that I've gotten to today. First of all, the people who were talking about you and judging you, most of the time when they get in your face, it's, hey, yeah, all of that. That's how they act when they get around you. But they talk trash about you behind your back. And so these would be what? What would you define people like this? Cowards? So why on earth would I be afraid of what a coward thinks of me? Okay, let me be nice. But my generation especially, fam, Gen X, oh, It's a bunch of closed-minded folks, fam. Not all, you know, but there's a lot of closed-minded people from my generation, where, in their world, 1 + 1 can only equal 2. But in our world, fam, sometimes 1 + 1 = 11. That's how we getting down. 1 + 1 = 11 sometimes over here. Yes, because we're deep thinkers. So that's the first sign that you have ascended into the 5D, that you are pursuing things and doing things that stop you from feeling safe and that are not comfortable. You're getting out of your comfort zone. That's number 1. Number 2, second sign that you have already ascended to the 5D is that you are taking responsibility for whatever happens to you. You are being honest with yourself about the issues that you may have, whether they're childhood issues, issues from past relationships, or things that you've gone through. You're being honest with yourself about these things, and you're taking responsibility for whatever happens to you in this life. Because, yes, fam, there are some horrible people in this world. And you know what? Let me be nice. I'm not even going to call them horrible. Some people have horrible behavior, okay? And there's nothing that you can do about that. People have to change on their own. You can't change nobody. You can come in with all your love and light if you want to, but people are going to be who they are. And when you have been in these uncomfortable situations, things that have happened that have caused destruction in your life, and you take responsibility because you know you played a part in that. Like, in most cases, fam, we see the red flags, right? But we just don't want to hold everything against people and allow them to show you a different side of them because you believe it's there, right? And a lot of the times you chose to stick with it, and it was a lesson that you were meant to learn. So instead of just being pissed off with everybody about the things that they've done, you take responsibility for the part that you played by even allowing certain things in your life, right? There's a reason that many of us attract certain things and go through certain situations with people, and it has a lot to do with some of our own unresolved issues. So when you're being honest with you about your issue, when you're being honest with yourself about your issues, taking responsibility for whatever happens to you, that is a sign that you have already shifted into the 5D. You know what's funny, fam? I'm on number 3. Number 3 is the third reason that, the third sign, I'm like distracted as hell. The third sign that you have ascended to the 5D is that you are unable to engage in toxic things. Y'all, I'm trying to talk slow because in Mercury retrograde, I can't talk sometimes. But I'm looking at a snake, fam. There's a snake coming out of the bushes over there, a black snake. It's kind of big. It's not huge, but it's big. And for me to be right on number 3, damn, that means I'm calling the snake toxic. You know what? It's a creature that is, we just, make it out to be something bad. But it's just interesting that I'm on number 3, which is unable to engage in toxic things. And I see a snake, it's just like, what? And he's like Leslie fighting something or something. The nature is something else today. Yes. Unable to engage in toxic things. That could be toxic environments, toxic people, even the things that you put in your body, toxic foods, drinking alcohol all the time, and, you know, unable to do these things comfortably. That is a sign that you have already ascended. Like, these things don't even, they're not even in your frequency right now. I don't know why I'm so like distracted and, you know, fascinated by the snake, the squirrel, like. Okay. Yes. Number 3, unable to engage in toxic things. This is kind of like what happened to me with when I started going through this awakening. I couldn't stomach Facebook anymore. And it's not that I'm saying Facebook is toxic, but it's some of the people that I was clearly associated with. Not everybody, but some. You could feel the irritation that you cause people just by being you and continuing to grow and evolve. You can tell the hate and the ugh. I just felt it, because that's another thing. Your intuition, everything increases, you know, and you're able to feel a lot of energy around you. And I would get on there and just feel like, ugh, I had to disappear off of there, fam. I stopped going on there, and then after I went through a breakup, then I just went ahead and deleted it all together, because it's like I already wasn't coming on here. and now I got these old pictures and all this stuff on there, and all of this need to go, right? So I just disappeared from there altogether. And even on Instagram, like, I unfollowed pretty much everything and everyone, other than, you know, maybe just a few friends, family members and stuff, and followed things that I was interested in seeing. That's what happens when you ascend. You cannot even stand some of the things that you used to be around, and places you used to go, things you used to engage in. So being unable to be in toxic situations, connections, whatever they are, change in habits in your eating and what you put in your body, all of that is a sign that you have already ascended into the 5D. Number 4, the 4th sign that you have already ascended into the 5D is you want to help humanity in some way. You want to serve some humanity in some sort of way. Maybe even just be more compassionate and show more compassion towards others. That's a sign that you've already ascended. And when I'm talking about helping humanity, I don't mean that you have to be creating a channel and trying to make uplifting videos or anything like that. Just in the way that you operate in everyday life, that is a sign that you've already ascended. The fact that you are, you've tapped into this place of compassion where you actually want to help people in some way. Now, showing compassion for others and being a pushover is 2 different things. So a part of ascending is also loving yourself and valuing yourself and knowing when you need to remove yourself from certain situations, not allowing people to take advantage of you, right? That is also a part of ascending. So showing compassion towards others and being kind towards people doesn't mean that you are going to allow people to run over you, right? So that's what we got to know, learn the difference right there. And, you know, be a light for those who are actually looking for that, and not trying to force your way of life and force other people to change the way they think and be more positive and deal with drama and BS from people. No. Helping humanity doesn't involve getting beat up, okay? So that's the 4th sign that you have ascended, that you want to give to humanity in some way. You want to help in some way and show compassion towards others. The 5th sign is the number synchronicities. For me lately, the 1111 has been like I mean ridiculous. Like I see it at both times, in the 11:11 a.m., 11:11 p.m. I see it repeatedly. Just the other night, I go into the kitchen and it's 11:11 on the clock, and then there's also 11 seconds on the microwave. And I think the same thing happened before. I'm like, what? I go in the morning, me and my brother, I'm going to drop him off. Our stuff at 7-Eleven we buy comes up to 11:11. It's just the 11:11 has been ridiculous with me lately. And I know sometimes they say that there's something, a message that you're not getting if you continuously see number synchronicity, something that you're not doing. And I disagree. I believe in many cases, it is a sign to keep going. So seeing these number synchronicities repeatedly, I know sometimes it freaks you out to the point where you're like, it has to mean something else. I have to find the answer. But sometimes it is just encouragement to keep going. To keep going, fam. That's the number synchronicities. And for me, it's been 11:11 lately. But fam, that's it for this video. I can hear they're cutting grass and they're going to come over here making noise. So let me get on out of here, fam. See y'all next time. Peace and blessings.